Back at it again, folks, right here at Brooks Landscape, and I want to show you what you're looking at right here is a marvel of engineering when it comes to landscape drainage. What you have is the erosion control fabric that's going to be able to allow for us to keep the water from falling to the path of least resistance and washing away the dirt. So this erosion control fabric here, it's not going to let the water go into the bare dirt anymore, and it's rather going to make it go through an aggregate. So on this side of the landscape, we're going to be going with our decorative gravel, and that decorative gravel is going to allow for us to be able to suck up a lot of that water that was falling to the path of least resistance. In addition, as you can see, I've come up with this amazing landscape drainage solution that allowed for us to be able to put in this dry creek bed design that went with this customer's total landscape and allow for them to be able to deal with the water that was coming from the neighbor's landscape. I want to take you through this landscape for yourself. Now, as you can see, that erosion control fabric being absolutely necessary, but then also it also says that you want to position yourself so that you can take on that water and be able to allow to go through the aggregate and be sucked up. And so once you begin to see how this landscape is shaping itself out, you'll better be able to understand that. Now, we did create this border that was able to give this a nice contour, but it says that what really gives this customer an opportunity to be able to sustain the water that would have been moving in on the landscape is the way in which we've taken all of this aggregate and mix it into each other, and then we're going to come back with the decorative gravel and mix that in as well. And what that really does is allow for us to have something of a sediment that's going to be able to suck up a tremendous amount of water that would have traditionally be falling to the path of least resistance. Now, we also did that on this side of the landscape, and it truly did give this customer a beautiful appearance on their landscape, where this was just all a muddy mess and it was nothing but dirt. If you look at our before videos, it says that what it also gave them is an opportunity to deal with the water that would have been coming in on this landscape. And as you can see, that water had been coming in for some time now, and it was all coming from the neighbor's yard. That's right. And so by being able to stop that, we're now going to be able to give this customer an opportunity to move into phase 2 of their landscape, which is just going with the better aggregate as they just did, but then also going with the better grass. That's right, a better grass. Now, you can see here we got all kinds of grasses, but we're going to be going with a beautiful Zeon Zorja sod on our second phase. That's going to give this customer the ultimate outdoor landscape transformation. But first, anytime you do a landscape drainage job, you always want to make sure that you're stopping the water, and that's what we're doing right now. But before you can even begin to enjoy your backyard, you got to begin to stop the water, and that's what this is. This is the ability to stop the water based on a design that says that we're using our river rock that you see here, along with the design that says that we're going to be able to use it in a dry creek bed format, and then be able to ensure that that water doesn't move so easily on the landscape. And then as you can see here, we're going to take that contour and then we're going to softscape it into a beautiful decorative gravel walkway, and it's just going to give this customer the one-time solution that's necessary for their landscape drainage solution. Absolutely amazing what we're able to do in just one day when it comes to solving our customers' landscape using hardscapes, and then being able to give them more quality, more quantity of service than that of what could have ever been expected. And it's absolutely necessary because it says that the water that was once coming onto this landscape is never going to be able to do so again, and it's also going to be able to be dealt with most effectively by being able to have this dry creek bed to design that's not going to allow that water to just wash onto the landscape, but rather is going to suck that water up. And I'm going to take you through this landscape as we continue out throughout the remainder of the day. Just one day, folks. That's right, that's all it took us to be able to give this customer a total outdoor landscape transformation and a landscape drainage solution that's going to last a lifetime. So I want to make sure that you know that if you're in the Bentwater, Seven Hills, Paulding County area in specific, and you're looking for a landscape drainage solution, you don't have to look far. The professionals at Brooks Landscaping have been able to make it happen for over a decade now. So make sure that you give us a call by clicking on the link below. We'll be glad to come out and help you out, help you understand your landscape, but most importantly, we'll make your dirt look good. Have a good one, everybody.